What you doing, little girl? What you doing? There she is. She's very skinny. She's very thin. I think she might be older than the 10 weeks that they originally told me. She looks taller. It's a little hard to tell because she's kind of moving around a lot, but I think she's taller than these guys. I think she's older. She looks more like maybe 12 weeks, but probably about the same weight because she's so skinny. She's very hoppy. Why don't you come over here and hop? Hi. Oh, Thumper. I don't know. He was playing with some imaginary thing in the air, and he ran into the scale. Oh, Jack. They're all just right in her face. It's really funny. Are you trying to go potty and they won't leave you alone? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. So she seems, yeah, she doesn't seem nervous. These guys are being really good. Jack's the only one who's being kind of a brat to her. Just because he's growling at her, but he's very fascinated by her. Yeah. You put yourself there. I didn't do that to you. Yeah. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Yeah, no private restrooms here. Hey, Dexter's mom. She seems really excited to have kittens to play with. Now she's playing with Hopper. It's kind of some slow-mo playing. I bat you, you bat me. She's going for the food. I didn't nail down the cam, so it's hard for me to move it anywhere. Now she is eating. That's right, eat up, skinny Winnie. There's Jack right on her butt again. And then he hisses. She just puffed up when she was over at the food bowl. I don't know if it's because she saw Jack. Jack just keeps giving her little growls. So she's a dilute calico. So a regular calico is black and orange and white. A dilute calico is gray and peach and white. So of course, you know, she matches because she's gray, but she's the only one with peach on her here. Yeah, she's definitely taller than everybody else here, so I would say she's probably 12 weeks instead of 10 weeks like these guys. But you really can't tell so much because she's so thin. And they're so floofy. Oh, Cad. Cad, did you make yourself big? It's like this. It's a really interesting thing going on. It's like every time she sees one of these kittens playing, she kind of races over, like she wants to play with them, but then kind of stops herself, like she's not sure. Yes, Jack. I think she's going to be romping around with them in no time. So it's a shame that I didn't, you know, wasn't aware that she, had the respiratory infection. So I don't know how long she's had that. It's kind of par for the course with shelters. She's in the litter box and they're all kind of like poking her from different sides. And she's like flipping around. Oh, goodness. Nobody's being mean though. Hello. So many new things, huh? New things and new kittens. There's a lot of kittens here. There's a lot of kittens. So many kittens. Oh yeah. Give me this back. Yeah, so lysine is typically is used for cats that are prone to upper respiratory infections. It's used as a supplement to help prevent them. And but in kittens, it doesn't really have an effect on kittens. If they already have an upper respiratory infection, it doesn't help to cure it. It helps to prevent it. So it doesn't really do much for kittens because they already have it. So it's really meant for either older kittens or like adults who get recurring upper respiratory infections. Hello. There you go. There you go. Who's on my back? Who is that? Bouncy Betsy. Oh, Cat did not like that. She's learning right now, like, who she can play with and pounce on and who she can't yet. That's awesome, Rach. I've used it in kittens before if I have a group that seems to continuously get them. So like once they start to kind of clear up, then they like get it again. I've used it then. And I personally haven't seen it help much, but in kittens. But I know that it's definitely worked wonders with older kitties. Uh-oh, are you stuck? You got a lot of stalkers right now. Little kitten sharks. That's exactly what they are. I mean, she really can't go anywhere right now without these guys following her. Well, Jack finally passed out on the bed. That's funny. That was a lot of stalking for him to do. Go get him, Bugs. Go get him. You're so sweet. She's so excited. Bugs butt. Somebody just burped. I don't know who she's playing with right now. Somebody behind me. Hopper, maybe? She's very skinny, Rebecca. Yeah, she's very skinny. Her hips, I mean, you can see bones. We're gonna fatten her up. Yep, I need to fatten her up. Get her nice and pudgy like these little pudge balls. Well, she might not get as pudgy as them, but we'll get her pudgier. Oh yeah, she was playing with Hopper. They just exchanged places. Oh my goodness, Peter. He's flinging the litter out. Oh, hi. Hi. Are you her new buddy? Oh, you're very great at welcoming. Yes, you are. You're a fantastic greeter. Thumper's just playing with Jack's tail over there. He's just trying to sleep. Oh my, Peter. Whoa. Oh my goodness. It's out of control. See you, Joe. Do you like it here, Bugs? Huh? Do you like it? We got one more girl. Who's purring? You're welcome, Joe. He was, oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh, you're so excited. You're so excited. Yeah, she has a tail that looks like Jack's tail. Like this long, skinny tail. Oh, straight the leg in. Okay, let her go poop. You don't need to stick your face in there. Oh, let's see what a poop looks like. Well, she has solid poops. That's good. Whew, they're stinky though. Oh my goodness, that's a stinky poop. Oh, Hopper, you don't need to go check out her poops, that's for sure. You should stay away from poop at all times. What you doing, Velveteen? You are so soft and squishy. Is that your fishy dudgy cup? Welcome to the playroom. Everyone is going to hear about your poop. Should have been here, what, 15 minutes? You all know about her poop. That's Cadbury growling at her now. So he's also not quite a fan of her running up to him. And yet he has to do the same thing that Jack did. It's stalk her butt. What you doing down here, buddy? Hmm? Okay. That's right. Eat up. Eat lots of food. Oh, that was a really short nap, Jack. Yeah, she doesn't seem nervous. She seems to have blended really well with these guys, and there are a couple that are a little growly, but nobody that's being, you know, aggressive or anything. So, and she seems really excited to play with them. So I think everything is fantastic. You know, Dexter's mom, I kept thinking that. I was like, you know, it was probably my own fault that I named these guys after rabbits because, you know, everybody knows how rabbits multiply very quickly. And it's happening right before my eyes. Gotta pick a new theme. Pick like the giraffes. Giraffes just have like one baby every year. What is it? Are you awake now? You look sleepy still. How can I forget that there was a surprise one last time? I did totally forget that. Thought I was bringing him 5. Opened up. There's an extra one in there. Oh, goodness. There you go. One baby every 16 months. It's definitely the opposite of rabbits. Yeah, that's Cat growling. But you can see he's not being aggressive. He's just kind of saying, "Don't jump on top of me right now. I'm not ready for that yet." That was Jack. Oh, Jackie. Oh, Jackie. You and your little squeals. Oh, you like that beautiful, huh? Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Oh no, he stole your toy. That's You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are. So she's been in a foster home. I don't know exactly how old she was when she was brought to the shelter originally, but her medical paperwork goes back to October. So I could probably trace back to find out approximately when she was brought in and how old she was. But she's been with one of their foster parents this whole time. And when she was brought in to be spayed, she was going to be adopted through the shelter. When she was brought in to be spayed, the vet discovered her heart murmur. And that's when they looked for a rescue, because they couldn't perform the spay without doing further cardio testing, like how Jack had the echo done to determine exactly what was wrong, like why he had the murmur. That's what needs to be done for bugs. So there's a lot of different reasons that a kitten can have a heart murmur, and you know, some are serious and some are completely benign, and you don't know what the cause of the murmur is unless you do these further tests, like an echo. So the shelter doesn't have the resources to do the echo on her, and they couldn't adopt her out, obviously, without her being spayed. So that's why they needed a rescue to save her. But that's the reason that she's super friendly around people, and she's not skittish at all. She's been in foster care all this time. Hello. So her foster home definitely did a good job socializing her and spending time with her. I was looking at the medical notes, the discharge notes from the shelter, and she had an adopter lined up, but when they diagnosed her with the murmur, the adopters backed out and decided to go with another kitten. I'm just like, oh, that sucks. Not gonna happen here. No, the rabbits were not with a foster before coming here. They were found as strays a week before they came here. So I don't know why they were so friendly, why they are so friendly. I don't know what their story is, but yeah, they were found outdoors. And they sat at the shelter for a week. You have to do, in New Jersey, you have to do a stray hold. That's the case in a lot of states. So they had to be there for a week before we could take them. And that was it. So we took them the day that their stray hold was up. So this might be the first, like this room might be the first time they ever lived indoors. Or it's possible that they were dumped when they reached a certain age. We'll never know. Right? Like we don't know why Jack was all by himself. We don't know. Yep. Well, you're getting stabby. You're getting stabby. Gotta do nail clips again soon, huh? Why are you biting me? I mean, June cat, it really depends on what the cause of the murmur is. So that's, you know, that's kind of a broad statement to make. But you have to find out, you know, why the murmur is occurring in the first place. In Jack's case, there's no medication that is going to help him. Well, I should say, there is medication that he could take to slow down his heart rate. But the vet's recommendation, and I agree, is not to do that at his age, because he should be very active now at his age, and it's not a time to do that. But also, it wouldn't stop his murmur. It just, there's nothing that's going to cure him in his case. His case with flapjack syndrome. Hey, RBC. But as Jack starts to get older, medication that would slow down his heart rate is probably, or is a likely treatment for him, which would put less stress on his heart with the condition that he has. So that might be what the plan is in the future for him. my gosh. Bugs like Bugs Bunny. Please. That'd be great to have a whole litter named after bugs, though. You all would be squirming. Nobody would want to watch. Oh, like, every time I said a word, well, Michelle would definitely not be here. Yeah, it'd be fantastic if Bugs Murmur is something completely benign or something that they think she might just grow out of. You know, that's what we always hope for. Yeah, that's the news that we hope for. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what her echo ends up saying and the specialist says. Mr. Centipede Butt. Oh gosh. Now I'm getting itchy just thinking about and I really like bugs. I don't like the idea of them like being in a room with me right now. Crawling all over me. Oh, thanks you guys. Right, you got. Here's your kitten. Well, actually there's one, well, his name was changed, but I didn't name him. There was a foster that I had that was named Spider. As well, why? But still, it was Spider. His adopter changed that name. That was not his permanent name. Especially because it was a panther. So it's like that is not what you wanna. First couple of fosters I had, I didn't get to name myself. And, what you doing? Oh, Bugs is a fan of the curtains. What you doing? What you doing? Cadbury. What are you doing? Yeah, I started thinking I could. What was I calling? I was calling one of them something, and I realized that a lot of their names actually turn into bunny, like Cat Bunny. No, I can't think of any other ones. Maybe I just started calling them all Bunny. I might be tired, you guys. It's been a long day. I might be starting to lose it. And you guys are just talking about bugs, and it's gross. Oh, little girl. The wires. Oh, I'd rather talk about bugs than snakes.